Hello friends, today we are here to talk about competitive examinations, how to prepare for these competitive examinations, what is being asked in these competitive examinations. In most of the competitive examinations, we see 4 or 5 sections, but there are a couple of more sections in some competitive examination. The 5 sections might differ from the 5 sections in some other competitive examination. So what are the main components? You have quantitative aptitude or numerical ability, as different people call it. Then you have reasoning, then you have English language, then you have data interpretation or data sufficiency is also included along with that. Then you have general awareness. These are the things which are continuously being asked in the various entrance examinations, various competitive examinations, be it banking, be it SSC, be it railways, be it RRBs or a lot of other examinations, LIC or SSC. So around 30 to 40 examinations which are government vacancies are based on these 5 or 6 fundamental areas. How do we prepare for these examinations? In quant, what are generally quantitative aptitude or numerical ability? Now this depends. If the examination is of a lower level, then you have numerical ability in which more emphasis has been given on arithmetic and algebra. Whereas if the examination is of a higher level, that is quantitative aptitude is there, then you get more emphasis on data interpretation, and you have geometry also, and you have permutation combination, probability. In some examinations you have a bit of trigonometry also included. So these are the certain topics which are being asked. The idea is very simple. You have to prepare. Obviously you have to study the topic in detail. If you have studied mathematics during your school days or your undergraduate courses, it should be definitely easy for you. But if you haven't studied it there, then you can easily prepare for this, because the whole mathematics which comes in these examination is of class 10 level. It is not of higher level, or you're not being asked to answer questions based on class 11th and 12th. So you can easily prepare for this section. Just get hold of a good book and prepare each and every section. Practice a lot. Practice is the key in this section. The second section is the reasoning section. In reasoning, there are 4 or 5 types of questions. You have series, you have classification, you have syllogisms, then you have statement conclusion, statement argument, then you have critical reasoning, then you have problems based on puzzles, then you have input-output type of questions, you have coding, decoding. So these are the various kinds of questions which are being asked. The most important thing here is logic. You have to get the logic right. So whenever you study or you are going to attempt a question based on reasoning, you have to think through. Just read the question carefully and see what is being asked and try to relate things. A is related to B, B is related to C, that means A is related to C. That is a simple fundamental thing which I can tell you right now. So reasoning is something which definitely comes with practice, because you first of all understand what are the various types of questions which are being asked, and secondly you practice them a lot. If you let me tell you, my friends, if you practice these questions, it is not at all difficult. You can easily crack, So the third section which comes in is your English language. Now in English language, it is very important that you must know the basic grammar rules. You must have a definite level of vocabulary, and you must be good at reading, because comprehension is a very important thing. Then you have usage also, wherein para-jumbles or sentence completion are an important part these days. So again, I would say before attempting these questions, you must know what are these questions, how do we attempt these questions, what is required from these questions. Again, in English language, it is very important that you understand the question very well. In reading comprehension, you must read the passage thoroughly, underline the important points, and then go to the questions. Or another strategy can be that you read the questions first, then read the passage and mark the questions, mark the answers to the various questions while you are reading it. You can choose your strategy based upon, while you practice, you can choose one strategy and the other, and then finally zero in your final strategy. Grammar, again, you have to know the rules. There is no alibi in that. Vocabulary will come over time, so you can start building your vocabulary now. You can refer to some good newspapers, say Hindu, or even regular newspapers like Times of India or Hindustan Times. If you read them regularly over a period of time, you will come across various words. You just keep on understanding their meaning. You can solve a lot of crosswords. That will help. Not the cryptic ones, the easy clues ones. they can really help you in cracking this section. So vocabulary will come over a period of time, but once you build your vocabulary strong, it will not only help you in cracking these examinations, but it will help you in a better communication, in becoming a better individual. People will value you based upon what you speak. So it is very important to have a good vocabulary, because good use of word will will always carry your thoughts, or your words will always carry weight if you speak good words or good vocabulary words. The fourth section which comes is general awareness section. Now there are various aspects in this general awareness section. In banking, you have questions from bank. In certain MBA exams, there are questions from financial world or business world. Then you have examinations like SSC, wherein you have questions from history, polity, geography, economics, sciences, basic sciences, technology, and all the current affairs which are happening around the world, national and international. So it is very essential to be aware these days, because not only in these examinations but in GD interview also, general awareness is going to help you a lot. If you are generally aware, if you know what is happening around you, this section will become very easy for you, because you need to develop an interest in general awareness, because you cannot just learn by cramming. You will forget after some time. But if you get in hands-on, you must understand the politics of our country, you must understand the geography of the country, you must understand our history. So if you take interest in the subject, slowly and slowly you can develop a good command over the subject. Again, there are certain specific kind of questions which are asked in certain sections. So obviously in certain examinations, economics questions are being asked. In certain sections, banking questions are asked. So those questions also the students need to prepare for. Apart from these things, sports questions are asked in almost all the examinations. Books and authors, then latest positions which people are holding, latest policies, latest government things which are happening across, or visits of foreign people to India, or Indian people to foreign states, or the various international and national bodies, what is happening on them. Environment related questions are also asked these days. In some exams, even computer knowledge questions are asked, in which basics of computer software, hardware, and the various components of computers, programs or languages, and Microsoft Office or PowerPoint, Windows, Excel. These are the various kind of things which are being asked. Coming to data interpretation or data sufficiency. Now this section is, I would call it a bit easy. You can say I'm an engineer, so I might be finding it easy, but let me tell you friends, this is one of the most easiest things, because the data is given, you have to just analyze it. And analysis we do in everyday life, everyone is doing analysis. The only thing is that you need to just understand the situation and see what is being asked in the question. Don't miss out on the exact meaning of what is being asked, because certain times we fail because we understand the exact meaning of the question. So it is very important that you read the question very carefully. The data is very simple. You have either bar graph, or you have pie charts, you have line graphs, you have tables, or you have data in the form of a text in which some information is given based on numbers, and you have to just calculate certain things. So this section is very easy. You need to have a lot of practice in this again, and you need to have learn certain shortcuts for percentages and ratios, like 3/5 is 0.2, 1/6 is whatever, So these are certain things which can be handy to you while solving these problems, and you can solve them in very fast time if you have hold of these things. Then talking about the data sufficiency part, again data sufficiency is can be slightly tricky because first of all the questions which are being asked are based on the complete mathematics, that is the algebra part also, then arithmetic part also, geometry also, mensuration, everything can be incorporated in this section. Generally in these type of questions, what is being given is a situation is given, and you have been given 2-3 options. And you have to tell whether out of these 3 or 2 options, which of the options are required to answer the given answer a required data. So you have to be very carefully, because certain times you can solve the question with the help of any of the 3 options also. So this will be in options, one of the options also. You can solve the question with the help of only one option. You can even use data from 2 of the options also. So this becomes a bit tricky. So you should be very patient. but the questions are easy and you can solve them very fast. So I would like to thank you for your patience hearing. I have just mentioned you all the 5-6 areas which generally come in all the kinds of various competitive examinations which are held in the country across the year. I hope this small input of mine will help you in generating a very high output. So I would like to thank you once again. Thank you very much.